today we're going to be doing some side quests and cleaning up Eos, because honestly I don't want to go talk to Director Tan right now. So this game is great if you want to take time to avoid the main quest and just play around in the world, because there's so many side quests. And some you have to Google where to find all the things, and you have to do it all in one go because they move things. Which is interesting, and I usually don't finish a lot of those, but I do some of them because it's fun and there's usually something I get to blow up. And it's just, I enjoy exploring the world and making it better, and just delving into the game and playing around in this wonderful sandbox as long as I possibly can. Of course, sometimes it does take a bit to load, but at least there's really pretty pictures. We have this lovely shot of Eos, which is a really pretty planet. Even, yes, it's a desert planet, but still really pretty. I prefer this to some of the load screens in Mass Effect 2, but I kind of miss the old elevators. Okay, what are some other quests I can do on this planet? Oh, this isn't gonna... Is there nothing else I can do here? Oh, okay, wait. Here's some quests I can pick up. I have no idea what that is. Let's pick up some quests. There's something important in this building, so I'm gonna find it. People talking about the air quality. Wrong button. The awkward moment of that's not how you open a door. Making the request again, Bradley. I know it's not your fault. I know she's supposed to be on the second wave, but I want a trail so that when all this comes down in a few years, we can get proper outrage. We can get proper outrage about how long it took to reunite families, especially once her during the Site 1 and 2 mess. You know, broken promises is the thing, right? Don't feel like shopping.
Okay, but when your shuttle gets eaten by space whales, don't say I didn't warn you.
Space whales. As far as I know, this game does not have those. There's a question mark. Why is there a question mark?
Hello, Pathfinder.
Finally, solid ground. And actual sunlight to wake up to. This will be great.
Enjoy it. I'll be up all night collecting.
Okay, people talking about stuff. Do I have better armor now? Nope. I'll eventually get better armor.
Pathfinder. A word with you?
Okay. What do you want to
Pathfinder. Jacob Mitney, Research and Development. My team's just getting set up here, but we've made a discovery you might want to check out.
All ears.
We've put together a blueprint for augmenting your armor plating. Uploading it now. If you can collect the necessary resources from around Eos, it should work.
Sounds useful. Good thinking, Mitney.
This could form the basis for armor production across the initiative. Scrounge safely, Pathfinder.
Okay, that'll be fun. Seriously, what's this? There's a question mark. What is this? Oh yeah, stuff to collect. I'm going to work on being better about that. Hang on, isn't there... Running over here because there's a little side quest. Someone that needs help. These are usually pretty easy, but they're fun and you get stuff out, not in this building. Okay, it's in this building. You can tell by there's a little glowing light poking out of it. This is the only way I can get word out before someone gets killed. My work crew, they keep talking about the remnant tech. They think the initiative's lying about how dangerous it is, and a couple of electrodes in the right place could get a remnant to work for them instead. They tried before and I helped it out in the medbay when those... Ooh, someone got carved up. Oh,
Someone left a warning. Looks like
right.
a work crew thinks they can take control of the remnant.
That's a bad idea.
That's a recipe for trouble.
Work crew rosters are posted publicly.
The datapad mentioned medbay. A little work, we could find where to catch up with them.
Yeah, this is something that we should stop before it becomes a thing, because that's going to end very poorly. Ooh.
Really hope all those scientists will be safe out here.
We came to explore and learn. That's who we are.
I keep wondering what our scientists will cook up for Eos.
Cool. Memory trigger.
Sam, another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
That'll be useful later. Here's the guy in charge.
Mayor Bradley.
Pathfinder, good to see you.
He's awesome.
We're busy as anything, thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
Let's not drive people too hard. Rough enough getting this far.
Nothing you see here came from cracking a whip. Everyone is just ready. You go do what you need to on the Nexus. Follow that dot. There will be more to do on Eos later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Fawkes Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
I combed the first 2 outpost attempts. Those people died trying.
And they deserve
Except for
better
I
from the
haven't
Nexus.
actually at this point
That's
looked
where
at
I
the
point
second
the
outpost
finger.
attempt.
We'll remember. You changed this planet. But that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
Looking back isn't a good use of time. We have to keep building.
Keep is generous. We have to start. Real building, not just survival. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real.
That just gives me the warm, happy feelings. I'm definitely one of those people that doesn't always take the stairs. Why take the stairs when you can just jump up the side of the building?
Right.
It's telling me there's something to scan here. I have no idea what it wants me to scan, though. Have to get it. There we go.
August said you might swing by. Ryder, yes?
Dr. Ramirez. Run the clinic here on Eos. Much better than life as an Alliance medic.
Good to meet you.
I'll guess you're not here for a checkup. How can I help you?
Who does he remind me of?
What's it like living in our first successful outpost?
It's early days, but promising. Everyone pitches in, everyone
Javik.
matches.
That's who
We know
he
we'll
sounds
make
like.
this work.
Why did you join the Andromeda Initiative?
I served in the Alliance as a medic, but let's say I saw one Batarian slave raid too many. I knew August, Bradley, and when he signed on to the initiative, he suggested I consider it. This seemed like a better frontier.
It's always interesting asking people why they joined on this journey.
What's the latest from your clinic?
Usual checkups for first-in colonists. Plus a few cases of dehydration and some blindness. Nothing serious.
What do you think of Bradley?
I've known him for years. He was the squad medic when he was injured, and we kept in touch after his discharge. He's a smart fellow, a good lieutenant, but a better mayor. And it bugs him when I call him August. So I restrict myself to 2-3 times a day.
That is perfect. Okay,
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
Oh, now I can.
This definitely treated wounds caused by a remnant. That datapad said the work crew tried to control them.
That's a bad idea.
Sand particles were removed from the wound. Analyzing. The sand may be from several locations. I need more data to form a conclusion.
Yeah, I'm getting to the next point. Hi guys. They don't mind me running around, jump jetting almost into their faces. They're so nice and understanding.
Work rosters. That datapad mentioned the name Jennings. Here, Axel Jennings, assigned to set up weather monitoring devices all over the desert.
Only one location matches the sound from the medical equipment. A monolith.
Let's go.
Monolith. That sounds unfortunately familiar. So, I'm pretty sure this time it's not a Prothean artifact. Where did I park my car? I parked my car over this way. We're off to stop some well-meaning people from doing something that's kinda dumb. Wait, hang on. Let's look at the... Oh. It's up here. I've been here before. I have a feeling we already know how this went. There we go, sorry. It got stuck for a second there. Can I get down now? I know where it is.
No sign of that work crew. Someone left their gear behind.
Shoot. Dang it! That did not take very long. Okay, note to self, that's not the best side to come up on, because it's a little difficult to find cover right there, because there is none. Oh, come on, really? I gotta do all that again? At least I can fast travel closer to my car? I think. Yep. That was sad. I know there's easier ways to get out of here.
Radiation levels increasing.
I noticed, Sam.
No sign of that work crew, but someone left their gear behind.
Button. Anyone else?
Is it just me, or do kett seem to appear everywhere we find remnant tech?
Sorry,
I was just thinking the same thing.
Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some nice obedient remnant.
You better be sure this time, Jennings.
If you're that spooked, go hide behind the four giants. I'm busy.
Damn it. We've got to find them before they get themselves killed.
Yeah. They mean well. But they're kind of being stupid. Map? Where are they? Okay, I can shortcut. There's no shame in fast travel shortcuts.
It must mean something to you.
Because they help you get to safe spots.
Hopefully Podromos sets a high bar.
Can't wait to see what the initiative makes of this planet.
Yeah, it's time to hurry.
Earth had formations like this. Made a lot of kids think of alien worlds.
Yeah, they do look rather odd. You're not used to them. I know where I'm going. Okay, mining later. Saving
Help
people
us! Please!
Shoot! Oh, hi. gotten them all? Now we've... No. Yeah, we have.
Great timing. Thanks for the assist.
Your experiment with the remnant didn't work out?
Huh. Okay, who squealed? Gasparic? Yeah, I bet. These remnant could plow our fields, protect us from the kett. You control them, why shouldn't we?
I know what I'm doing.
I have a super intelligent AI, and enough experience with the remnant to be careful.
Jennings, this isn't working. We tried.
Fine. But you can't protect us all the time, Pathfinder. Out here, we need every edge we can get.
Okay, now that I've saved them, anything else I can do right now? Oh, there's a... I'm gonna get these memory triggers, see if I can get enough to unlock another memory. Ironically enough, I don't remember what the next memory trigger is. But it's important.
When there's time.
Hard lessons we can't forget.
Recovery's a long-term process.
Life support is back online.
Alright, there seems to be a special thingy as well as the memory trigger.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Oh. It's up there. That's a hole I wouldn't get out of anytime soon. Okay, if I go this way. Get it.
We've got targets!
No, we don't have targets. We have roadkill.
Think that's it.
Game, I can see it, like, right there.
Sam, another memory prompt?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Where exactly is this next thing we're going to? That's the next memory trigger. There's another quest over here, although, hang on. Whee! That was fun. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be going down this hole. Okay, there we go. Oh. It's up there. How do I get up this? Not that way. Ah! Shoot, shoot, shoot. How? I don't know how I get up there. I promise I drive better in real life than I drive the Mako.
I heard someone request EOS deployment. Made me smile.
A hard world, but you can get used to anything if you try. People want to come here, just like they wanted to come to Andromeda. Except now they'll know what they'll find.
Yeah, that ain't... Wait, nope, that was a bad idea. I'm trying to go forward. It's driving the wrong direction. Can't believe I'm saying this. I missed the Nomad. That thing can drive up anything. Oh, this way. I think this is the way it was supposed to be going. Aha! New journal entry. I'm closing Muster Point Delta and calling the evacuation complete. No one left is responding. I swore to them. Pause. Resume. Enough of that. I couldn't even finish one damn project that might have saved them. The shock beat us and they accept my part. Joining the last shuttle out, likely back into cryo. Well, I won't be a drain if this is a losing side, but if there's a way to finish what we started, I'll be back. This is Chief Engineer Grace Leto.
Recording Initiative Cryo Identification E97 Durango. Chief Engineer Grace Leto.
Last one out during the evac.
She took risks and they didn't work. But nothing worked.
Gave it everything she could. Maybe that's all you can do.
I feel kind of bad. It was rough for the first people out here. There's no easier way to get there. Okay. Just fast travel back to the satellite and then shortcut on over. I see we have a few new eyes watching, so feel free to say hello. I have the chat open, so if you have any questions, you want to see me do anything like drive off a cliff, see if I could drive up a cliff, what happens if I shoot this. I'm open to most suggestions. As you can see, I've
Radiation within safe levels.
Familiar with the fact that I'm going to die often in this game.
Radiation levels increasing.
Yeah, I know most of the planet's radioactive. Or slightly radioactive. Also, to make things easier,
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
I'll just let it do that. So forward stations are great because they let you fast travel.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Loot from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod. Where'd they get that?
Doesn't matter. They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Stab. Thanks for the assist, Cora. I'll take that. And I'll take... I missed one. I'll deal with them later. Oh. Get closer, you coward. Got him. Pretty sweet headshot. Cora, move.
Looks like they found it drifting and brought it here.
I'm not able to extrapolate point of origin, Pathfinder.
But the Ark could be intact, like the Hyperion.
Let's hope so.
Guys, come on. He's like way over there. That's remnant. That looks like remnant tech. I should at some point soon check, see if there's any weapons I can switch to. I love biotics. I don't know if I've ever actually looked over here last time. It's a shame. Lots of stuff. Oh, and a terminal.
Northern Nicaron, Solarian.
Tyranhi R11 Holar. In need of assistance.
A field log, Pathfinder. Issued to patrolling kett.
I don't need a translation to know when I'm hearing a monster.
Adding to language database.
Oh no. I've never heard that before.
Watching the corners.
These caves could be a good shelter if people need it.
At least it's cooler in here.
Yeah, it's not quite as trying to kill you as other places. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that
Radiation
audio.
levels are severe. Seek safety immediately.
I'm in the car. Nope. That's something for later. I will deal with that.
Failure is imminent, Pathfinder. Life support systems offline.
Okay. Fine. Guess I can't quite go there yet. Probably gonna have to come back for that memory trigger there. But I think it's time to go back and have a nice conversation with Director Tan. Wait,
Radiation levels within acceptable limit.
Oh. Yes, I wish to fast travel to the Tempest. Because the planet's still toxic. I'll finish exploring more and we'll look more into the older sites later. Also, there's the really pretty departing the planet scene.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
This galaxy's beautiful, even with the weird and annoying scourge. Oh, we can do some scanning now. To get minerals and find things. Once it finishes loading. Yeah, I hope everyone's having an alright day. I've had a pretty good week myself, and I've been keeping busy, but I'm working on finding a good schedule of when's the best time for me to stream so y'all can know when to find me and you can come to rely on me.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Oh, meetings.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
You're professionals. I'm not going to babysit bunk assignments. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Kett at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Really?
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Behave, guys.
Let's be kind and give each other the benefit of the doubt. Finding a home for tens of thousands in this hellscape is stressful enough, without adding dysfunction.
You got it, boss.
Basically, can we act like we like
If
each other?
Krogan are known for one thing, it's getting along.
But not humility or self-awareness.
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical? Good meeting, everyone.
I'm really good at pretending I know what I'm doing, aren't I?
VidCon channels are ready, Pathfinder.
Who am I? Okay, I remember now.
Hello again, Ryder. Taking an interest in my strike teams.
What are
Creepy
they?
Ghost.
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts holding key positions, or just distracting the kett. Authorization complete. Good luck. Candra's out.
Okay. Every once in a while I get those
Can you
calls.
drop by the biolab?
Door, like literally
Nice place
anytime
you
you have
found.
to open the door, there's someone that wants
Clean
to
air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Alright, hang on.
Your biotics always do that when you're maybe stressed?
I got it. I'm good. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
Cora's awesome.
I know
I'm
it's not the
goddess.
same, but I'm a good listener.
I hope you're as good at being Pathfinder. I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix?
Didn't ask
What
for
was he
this.
thinking?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers.
Me too.
It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through.
She just wants
It's
to
quiet
carve
in
out
here.
her own place.
I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
Cora's awesome. And she's right there. I want to check out my room if I can remember where it is. That is not where my room is. My room is not there either. Where do I live again? Oh, well. Let's see if Gil will talk.
I'm in the armory.
Okay, I'll find you later. Gotta talk to all my people. They weren't talking to me before.
Pathfinder, making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the Initiative.
I doubt you were the only one.
Yes, but it's a new thing for me, regret. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station.
Yeah.
You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
We're exploring this cluster. Eventually, the galaxy. If your purpose is here, we'll find it.
Then the question will be, what will I do with it? In the meantime, you just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Pretty interesting engineer I have here. And who needs stairs?
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Right. What?
Never mind. BS for the requisition. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years
That
and a
couch
dozen
is
suspensions,
disgusting.
I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy Urban Search Terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I wanted exploration, to chase the cutting edge of Prothean research. I thought I'd found my calling. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
I was on a good path in the Alliance. Then everything fell apart. There wasn't much left for me. Andromeda was so far away, I figured if you're going to start over, start way over.
Gotcha. Clean slate.
Things fell apart
Classic.
because people were
I got
not
you,
thrilled
Costa.
about
Why do you come?
Sam.
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered. You've got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
He's a good person. Not perfect, but he's a good person. Also, I kind of want to burn that couch because that thing's nasty.
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
Ah, there she is.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
And it's once again not letting me see my options.
Let me guess. Little sister?
Who are you calling little?
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
It's the Texas.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
We need people with skills, and it sounds like you've got many. Welcome aboard.
Yep, making deals to get the things you want, shooting at the things you don't. That's me. We all have a personal stake in this. If it keeps going the way it's been, we're all dead. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
My sneaky requisitions officer where you don't ask where she got the stuff from. Because you probably don't want to know. Plausible deniability. It's a good thing. I think my room is back this way. Door. And there's a stupid window here that bothers me.
Most of...
Crew dinner. Sorry everyone, I forgot we were taking turns and half the rations aren't unpacked yet. Callow. Got it covered, Cal. There's soup in the galley. Dextro and Levo for me, and fruit cocktail. And I think what we might have left poor without you. Found a coffee mug yesterday near the biolab, nice one with the magnetized base. You left it stuck sideways to the bulkhead. Of course CV would do that. Yeah. That couch is gross. Can I check out my room now? I can check out my room. You gotta see my space. This is where I get to
quarters. Your quarters. Sam's router is down there too.
I've got this like great bed, and I can customize my clothing. Yeah, I like that jacket. I look overdressed, but I don't care. It's nice. Just look at this view. Although, have a Dreambaiter stranded out in space, that could be interesting. Ah, cool. Emails. Hello, Ryder. Forgive the intrusion. I have an issue with you and Sam should be able to that you and Sam should be able to readily solve. And may I assist my investigation into the scourge? Discuss in person. The Nexus interviews freelance vidmaker that wants to help with the latest project. Yep, you're good. Letter from Cora. Thanks for talking. Things feel better, though they don't feel fixed yet. Remember to take time for yourself, too. Work's important, but so is time to grieve. Grief and fear cannot rule you. Let them be your faithful servants, protective of their mistress. Loft serves a huntress like fuel serves fire. Cora. P.S. Plants are coming along. Sam and I are learning about botany together. Cora's really interesting. She's kind of like the mom friend, but she means well. She's like my older sister in a way. Cora can still smell the remnant vault on her armor. Lots of weird stuff going down there. Like my hunter spaniels would say, the razor's edge between known and unknown teaches you what can be cut away. Now I think back, it reminded me some bit of some of the temples on Thessia. Such huge spaces and running water, same sense of a huge purpose you can't really understand. Makes me wonder if we'll ever really know what their builders did there. Which, fun fact, all those temples are created to worship the Protheans, so could be an interesting similarness. Callow giving me some helpful little commands and codes snuck in to hack different parts of the ship to get more coffee, take longer hot showers, and get my clothes cleaned faster. Liam's happy to be here. Vetra wants to clarify that she's I thought I ought to clarify. I know I said something about back channels doing what I have to do. Being on the Nexus during the bad times, a lot of us got used to do a lot of ugly things, because survival just isn't that pretty. But in the end, I'm here to help you, so if there's anything you don't like, I won't do it. Simple as that. Jack's saying, Vetra told me about what happened to your dad. I've lost a lot of people over the years. Figured you could use some cheering up or at least a distraction. This usually helps me. And 37 images of low-res, watermarked rifles and shotguns. He means well. And Lexi wants me to do yoga. PB says wants to know if she can keep the decor in her room to play around with and figure out what it is, and she'll let me know. Lexi says, I've completed my analysis of the injuries you suffered on Habitat 7 during the fall, well, both falls, including the facial damage incurred when your helmet shattered. Those hairline subsurface fractures are mending nicely. If you want to monitor the healing process, there's a facial reconstruction suite installed at the med bay. Exploring harsh environments can take its toll, right? The suite can make any desired adjustments to your appearance quickly and safely. Callow claims the suite runs on antiquated xenon. I think that's one of his little jokes, question mark. And I think that's it. I'll mess with that later, but...
Hello, Sarah. Eos has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on Eos, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like catching a ball versus catching a star. You have grown as a result, and so have I.
Is it confusing to be in multiple places talking to different people?
My awareness can be partitioned, so I can give you the same attention as, say, a SAM node technician. In the field, you are my primary focus, and all other requests are queued. In the vernacular, you have my undivided attention.
Sam, any more information on the memory trigger we found?
The memory blocks are still in place. If you continue searching for more triggers, they may unlock.
What was Dad's take on Scott and I?
He believed your family trials brought you closer together, and hoped that would endure. It appears that hope was well-founded.
So if we're going to work together, you might notice I like to joke around sometimes, lighten things up. How's your sense of humor, Sam?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this skill.
Humor's not a skill, it's... Okay, try telling me a joke.
A neutron enters a bar and asks, "How much is a drink?" The bartender replies, "For you, no charge."
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor.
Some of his
Thanks,
jokes
Sam.
are pretty good.
Nothing more.
His jokes aren't that bad. They're just not good. Okay, I don't really need to go there.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who were you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
I like the way you think, kid.
Ugh, someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Where are your friends? The other Krogan?
We found a place to plant our feet, make our own rules. Leaving the Nexus wasn't ideal, but we've managed.
So why did you leave?
Staying became impossible. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Yeah, it's all a mess.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, Krogan don't get treated very well most of the time. Not the bathroom. I feel like I should probably go talk to Lexi about things. I have to go visit the doctor.
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years in the Hyperion looking after your brother.
Happy to have you, Dr. DePero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a kett specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
what?
A kett corpse. For autopsy, a live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the kett?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
For some reason, my console's still doing the thing where I can't see everything.
Anatomist, physician. That's quite the resume.
I'm also a licensed psychologist. 275 years has given me plenty of time to branch out. But we were discussing the kett. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats her vegetables.
Yeah, sometimes people just kind of jump across. You don't need an old man a few hundred years your junior to tell you you're ready for this. I'll do it anyway because I know it's true. You keep Ryder safe and you keep your Ryder safe and I'll do the same with mine, Harry. Harry's a good guy. Plus, I like Lexi better. I want to go up. At least with this ladder you don't get the wonderful full-on butt shot. People really like doing the full-on butt shot, and I'm like, I don't need to see that, do I? I think PB is not that one.
We haven't really spoken since orientation, have we?
It's all been so hectic, but I'm sure things will quiet down soon. Can't be worse than the Nexus.
I thought there was going to be more to that conversation. Now
You're
to talk
setting
to my
up in
12-year-old.
here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Does your brain ever take a breath?
Sorry, not really. Even my dreams are in time-lapse. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Maybe you just needed more sleep.
We were out for 600 years. A special someone made the trip with me, and she woke up a different person. I've slept enough. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
Rebellious teenager.
That's just the one thing you want me to know about you.
Let's start with that, then. Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Tell you what. I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned. Which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me
You
what you
actually do love
scrounge,
them.
and I'll
I do
submit
love
to all your
what she
questions.
creates.
Remtech, huh?
Because there's...
You got it.
It's super helpful when you can use it. I'll leave you to whatever it is that you're doing. Krogan thesis I mentioned to you. Yeah, I don't want to know that much about Krogan virility and aggression. Suvi, she's adorable.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and
Also,
turning
I
on
love her
itself.
voice.
It's splendid.
I suppose it is a rather darkly beautiful phenomenon.
Darkly beautiful. I like that. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant
Her hair looks
reminder
really
of the
feathery.
divine intelligence behind all creation.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
I like her, and I like how in Bioware games they give you the option to choose what you believe. But it doesn't, like, people don't treat you differently. Also, just Civi's adorable.
There's something about coming face to face with something wondrous that makes you want to believe.
Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often, as if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist. As if the sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
I wasn't questioning your abilities. You never have to justify yourself to me.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, truly. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports. We'll talk later.
Suvi's sweet.
Glad you stopped by.
Solarian.
You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probably smart.
My second favorite Solarian.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean abyss was almost a preparation for the Scourge. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right, after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Did you hear anything about the arc back on the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
We'll find them. Tion doesn't count.
Don't sweat it. We'll bring the Solarians home.
Of course we will. I just have to be patient, that's all. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
It makes sense that he's a little impatient, because Solarians don't have that long a lifespan. It's like 30, 40 years. I mean, they last longer than, Jenkins from Mass Effect 1, but, yeah. They only have a short amount of time. Planet scanning! Just because we have to check them all. And it's also a fun chance to get to explore the cluster, and it's really pretty. There's just something nice and soothing about watching it. Okay, nothing special about that planet. What about this asteroid that I found? I'm just kind of thankful that this version of planet scanning isn't quite as time consuming and your finger doesn't get as tired as it did in Mass Effect 2. Iron. Let's check out this one. It's just so gorgeous to watch, like all zooming through the stars. Planets are pretty too. They don't have quite as interesting names as they did in the other games, but that kind of makes sense given that we've not been here long enough to name all of the planets after various different gods and goddesses from different mythologies.
picking up something. Deploying probe. Satellite detected.
Oh. I think this is one of our satellites. We find our satellites, we find other people's satellites. Just flying around the cluster. Another great thing about this is you're not being shot at. You don't have to worry about the Reapers finding you. That was always really stressful. I usually use the map, but in my last playthrough I did it without using cheats. And that was stressful. Wait, why are you acting like I haven't done something? Okay, now it's... For some reason, it's like it was acting like I hadn't done something. I had forgotten to do something. To scan it, but there was nothing there. Okay, I promise after this we will be returning to the Nexus. I'm picking up something. Deposit.
Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Yep. After a while, it's pretty easy to guess what you're about to find just by looking at it once you've scanned all the planets in the cluster. Next, I'll try and do most of the planet scanning. Not on my stream, but just figured I'd show you that. Also, because I forgot if I said that last time. Traveling through a wormhole.
Familiar territory.
The Nexus has been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all. Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. I found something.
Element 0? Fascinates me that they have that here too, but that's kinda great because that's useful. Especially for anything related to biotics. That definitely looks like I just mined a star. But yeah, here we go, back to the Nexus. Where I get to tell people like, hey, I did this thing that you thought was impossible. And I did in like 2 hours. And they're gonna be like, great, solve all of our other problems. Because nothing worth doing in life is simple. And making a home for humanity in the Helios cluster is definitely worth doing. And definitely the least simple thing that you can do. I think we can all just be grateful for the fact that most of these planets have oxygen. Most of the planets have breathable air.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
Yep, it's almost like a new hope.
Relax, Lieutenant. If there was ever a day to pop some champagne...
Certainly. The initiative's finally back on track.
This is Hirik, one of the scientists from the tech lab.
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
August Bradley will oversee that. He's the new mayor.
Bradley. I know him. Seems like a good man.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
See? Some people like you. It's just most of the...
I don't know, maybe I should have stayed home.
Buddy, it's a bad time to be questioning your decisions. Anything important I need to do here? Yeah, a lot of people are starting to have been questioning, why exactly did I come here? Off to talk to my favorite Solarian. And by favorite, I mean just his voice is really nasally, more so than most other Solarians, and it drives me nuts. Also, he's annoying and not particularly helpful throughout most of the game. But he's what we've got.
Our first outpost, Podromos, has confirmed full deployment on Eos. We expect the colony to be fully self-supporting soon and able to send us supplies.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
Oh, Carrie.
Ryder, isn't it?
I like her.
Carrie Devessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakim, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out. The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
Let this piss off
You
Tam.
don't mind treading on the initiative director's toes?
What would he do? Pull funding we don't have? I'm game if you are.
You have a valid point. I'm down for this.
Okay.
Also,
interview away.
Journalists
Let's
are
start
great.
at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
No, we need to do better.
We still have to fix them. Everyone, leaders included, needs to pitch in. Let's be honest about these challenges and how we're going to face them.
Nice. Won't make you popular with the leaders, but it's good to hear. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
That's not a whole lot to edit, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I have a couple things to run around and take care of here, but first I have to deal with...
Hello again. Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend.
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
Except you don't actually know me. You're a conniving politician.
Due respect, Director Tan, but you don't know me.
Oh, I think I do. Your ingenuity speaks for itself, Ryder. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And
what do you know about what it takes to be a
Pathfinder?
Pathfinder?
It on the wall. Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
I'm the only one that ever has trophies in here. And it wasn't just me.
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Careful. He'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
Bootlicker.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
I have concerns about your decision on Eos, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do as much good if the kett attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight, for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
I have your permission. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I wasn't really asking for it.
Of course. I support that kind of enthusiasm.
You would support literally anything I say. Tan's a bootlicker. He is absolutely...
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your brother, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Will do.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
Right. Something about Andromeda viability and perks. Could be useful.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the Saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Oh, well, it's up where I'm going anyway. Apex personnel, please check your duty I need to go up this way.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God.
She's always
You've
fighting
shaken
with the same
things up,
person.
Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
Well, that's helpful. What is it?
Sam said there was new functionality to discuss.
It's how the initiative was designed to support the Pathfinder. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threshold. A new cryo group can be brought out. Want more focus on research, like on Podromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. It's all on you. Soccer mom of the universe. Brecca. Russian guy.
Hello, Pathfinder. I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Brecka, C-63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
You're kidding?
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda viability and Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
What is this?
What's the rundown on AVP?
Much of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining how to measure success. Thresholds are about capacity, but this is about cost, what we can actually afford to support. Points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear. The more you earn, the more we can deploy.
How are you measuring thresholds?
It's based on resource estimates and general stability, a metric of acceptable scope and risk. The more you achieve, the greater capacity we can accommodate, the more the initiative can do for you. Simplest explanation, the more you do, the more room we have to grow.
So I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone be out eventually?
Absolutely. But there's an order to things, a lines of support. You can't deploy an omelet without first deploying eggs. And eggs won't get you steak. Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
Alright, Brecka. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative at your leisure.
No pressure. Friends of the Nexus Militia. I feel like military's good at first. Because we need to protect people. Later. Wait, where is this taking me? Dealing with that later. I've got some little side things.
Not everything has to come through me.
The patrol trained under Kelly. They're nervous without authorization from the top.
Push back.
Hey, there's puke on the floor. I'm gonna get sick. You're sick. Locking a man up for germs. If I die, I'm gonna sue your ass.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Okay.
How many times have I told you this story?
343.
Wait, what? You've been keeping count? Rushan, that's not funny.
I haven't talked to Kesh yet. We haven't fully met Kesh.
Good job on the outpost. Maybe Addison will let you know.
What do you mean?
She's been pretty upset about not having an initiative outpost established yet. Understandable, if you ask me. I'm just glad she's got work to focus on now.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Kesh is she's kind of like the band mom that just keeps everything going, and she's awesome.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
It's also a really good way to show just how bad things were when that little rebellion happened.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Nothing else to talk about, I guess, with that?
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
Yeah, she's
dead. What happened to Gian Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
It's kind of tragic she did all that work and then didn't get to see it. Kind of like Noah.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with a genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Yeah, the
genophage
never
is healed.
Tough.
Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them, either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Finally, someone that acknowledges that it was a complex issue and that doesn't just blame the Solarians or the Turians.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Kind of sad that these Krogans weren't affected by when Shepard cures the genophage, if your Shepard cures the genophage. But there's still hope. I think I talked about that already. Yep.
Nothing more for now.
See you later.
Cash is cool.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be
Scanning. This panel has been tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
I think there's one more panel I have to scan.
supply request is in?
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Which means I gotta go on a trip.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
Because we can't have this going on. It's not good for morale to have people sabotaging things, because it's enough of a mess as it is, and I'm trying to fix it. And if you could please stop destroying things faster than I can fix them, that would be great. Alright, where are you?
It's you.
What? Why are you angry? You look like you want to punch me.
You, Pathfinder. I have a word or two for you.
Is there a problem?
Your father is my problem. He's everyone's problem. We're all paying for Alec Ryder's ego. He preyed on Jean Garson's trusting nature and bulldozed us to this godforsaken place. Now she's dead, and we'll all soon follow.
This might be my dad's mess, but I will clean it up.
Talk about ego. You're no different from him. You think you can do this all yourself. Go to hell, Pathfinder.
Thanks. It's not like I've already done the impossible and settled a planet and made it livable using super advanced alien terraforming, but maybe that's not the best route to go. Yo. I have
Zara Kellis?
you.
Yes? I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Awesome! Someone is trying to frame two different people. Great.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Okay, from now on, when dealing with the angry people that look like they want to punch me out, maybe just go with the emotional responses instead of the "I'm going to fix this," because that does not seem to be going very well. So go for the guilt trip, because emotional blackmail always works. Please don't quote me on that.
This is HNS.
Completely missed what that said. Probably something to do with my work.
I'm sorry, Lana. They're just trying to boost our morale.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
Pathfinder, maybe you can clear this up.
How can I help?
My friend Jory was on Eos the first go-round, barely survived. Now they want him to go back.
They're saying the conditions are improved, that it's safe now, is it?
You can believe the reports. Eos is becoming a livable and sustainable space. Going back to reclaim it will help heal your scars.
See, Jory? It's going to be okay.
Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll do that.
I hope that doesn't come back to bite me.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another. This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Somebody working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
That narrows it down a lot. Yeah, you're gonna show me which people to scan.
This person is not a match.
Residents are still mourning the loss of Chief Garson.
Biometrics do not match.
I don't know if I want to go down there yet. I'm gonna poke around here some more.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilkan, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
I'm not here to
you're
exile
not that
you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the kett, and I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them.
Yeah.
But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
And it'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm
Except
sure
I already
Kandros
know
would
how
give
this
you access.
goes.
Maybe there's still hope.
Yeah, about that.
Any logistics up? Updates are due within
Secure message from intelligence. Requesting armor cam footage.
Glad to see you finally. I hear you've been busy out there.
That's one word for it.
Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I spoke with Nilk and Rensis, a man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a trial, and he was found guilty.
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you assume he's lying.
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
He's a good guy.
Hey, Ryder, I'd like a moment.
Yes? Lieutenant Syax, right?
That's me. I'm putting together Apex strike teams to protect the people and assets you're setting up out there. We don't have a good sense of what we're up against, and could benefit from your experience.
I'll have Sam upload our insights on the Kett, Remnant, and outlaw forces we've encountered.
Thanks. You'll see. Apex will make a difference.
They just need a little help figuring out exactly what's going on. There are a lot of little side things to do.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilkin, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
Weekly injury
No!
report.
Get him off me! Get him off me!
Hi! Person standing behind me. See if there's anyone I need to talk to over here. Oh! Sid, I forget Sid's up here.
It's you. You're the human Pathfinder.
Vetra's little
I'm
sister.
Sid, Vetra's sister. Vetra's told me all about you. Well, not all about you, but the important bits. I should probably get back to work. It was real nice meeting you, though.
What work do you do here?
Oh, I just monitor comms from colonists. Progress updates, hazards encountered. Note it down, pass on a report to Sean at the end of the day.
Important job.
I know. It's nice to hand in a report and have someone say I helped.
I'll let you get back to work.
Sid's adorable.
Pathfinder. Wow. I'm Davis Carr, Helios News Service. Maybe you've heard my voice over the vids. I'm trying to file a story right now, but hey.
HNS, huh? Where are the rest of you?
I had an editor, but it's crazy out here. Now, beyond a freelancer or two, I'm it. All that stands between freedom and tyranny. Or something. I haven't had much sleep.
Who pays for you to do this?
Technically, HNS is an arm of the Initiative, but we serve the public, not them. Sometimes the higher-ups try and tell us what to broadcast, Tan especially, but we decide what to run and how to run it.
Tan,
It
always
causes
sticking
friction,
his nose
but
into
at least I
everything.
can live with myself.
Were you a journalist back in the Milky Way?
I was. Sort of. Only had a couple internships under my belt. Good places, though. The New Star Chronicle even sent me to Mars for a week. The plan was just to work as a reporter out here. Then the uprising happened. We got a little too close. My editor was killed. Tan blamed our broadcasts for stirring unrest. It was bullshit. Now all I want to do is keep going.
It must be difficult to set up a broadcast from scratch.
No, it's easy. Beyond the lack of staff, resistant authorities, and constant technical glitches. Still, I'm getting there. May have an honest-to-goodness source in Nexus security, if she ever calls me back.
Who's your source?
No journalist worth their salt will ever give that up.
I met another journalist, Carrie Tavessa.
Yeah, we're running Carrie's series. Path of a Hero. Good stuff. I'm mostly on my own, so pretty much anyone who brings me news is welcome. Content is king, and her content is really touching a nerve.
Content is king. As someone who majored in journalism, who has their own website and does content creation for various different people through social media, content is king, and it can make or break you.
Talk to you later, Davis.
Hey, Ryder, before you go, I hate to ask, but it seems like your job takes you all over, the places we can't broadcast yet. If I send receivers to your ship, would you mind placing them on some planets? It'll help get news out to even the most far-flung colonists.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Davis. I'll help you get set up.
Great. Just place a receiver near an outpost, and they'll get our reports.
Of course I'll help a journalist. Okay, it's not gonna let me not do. Ooh. I've got a lot of skill points. Pull is great because you can get people out from behind things. Overload's useful. Drugs continue stream of super cold part. Oh, that's how you do the freezing things. Invasion. Ooh. That looks fun. And combat. I still have one skill point left. Ooh, yes, tactical cloak. I can be invisible. Come on. Signing powers is always fun, but takes a lot of time sometimes. Thankfully, with most of the people, it's not as much trying to figure out what to do as what can I afford to do. Because it's really easy to max out most of the team. You'd have to play and level grind a lot to max yourself out, which is something I've never done. But yeah, I'm gonna drugs damage. That's not why I pulled that up. And let's look at these strike team missions. Yeah, those are something I might delve into at a later date.
From intelligence. Requesting armor cam footage.
Alright, now let's go talk with the witness of this murder. The witness of this murder is in this building. I knew that. May not remember. Oh. Standing right next to Addison.
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have? How the hell should I know? Spender, you...
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Sarah Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
I love her
Yes.
hair.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
That's a fair point.
Did you see any kett in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me,
Valid
that's
point.
the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Well, that's a depressing thought.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Well, looks like I have a quest item here. What's this? Oh yeah, forgot. I need to talk to Addison.
Hello again, Pathfinder.
I have info on a specific sleeper I'd like brought out of cryo.
I want to avoid that entirely. For reasons.
Reasons, that's it?
Look, you're the Pathfinder. If you've a request for your extended team, that's a request you can make. Access the sleeper records through Brekker's console. It's none of my business. Until you make it a problem for me. Understood?
I love that moment to basically do what you want, I just don't want to know about it.
Pathfinder, AVP leveling continues as per your directions. And of course, the interface remains accessible for any future adjustments. Sweet protocol and process. Now we're living.
Alright, how do I get you to get this person out?
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there will be no doubt that you're responsible.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
I heard that the chief engineer on EOS went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Helios were disheartening.
Now that Podromos is on track, I want her redeployed.
Chief Engineer Grace Lito, designation E97 Durango. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Well, I'm curious.
Why do some colonists have a number letter designation?
All initiative members do. In a CV file somewhere anyway. It isn't relevant when everyone is doing everything. I suppose it's like caring about a middle name. Do you not know yours?
Nope.
I wasn't aware I had one.
You were in select company, even before you were made Pathfinder. Sarah Ryder, Pathfinder. Specialist designation, A03 Malapa.
Something interesting?
An A and low odds. Someone's an early adopter.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
Alright, now what do I want to do? Okay, I need to talk to her. Is there anyone else here I need to scan?
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
Oh, hi again.
Hi. The documentary's going great. Your comments really got people talking.
Oh,
By the way, Tan called us in for a talk about staying on message.
Is everything okay?
Oh, fine. And much less interesting than what you've been up to. Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how Podromos can survive where Sites 1 and 2 failed.
My team and I surveyed EOS thoroughly and even stopped the storms. The rest is up to the outpost, but the old threats are gone.
Hopefully they can handle any new ones. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
One thing I've noticed that's really interesting is that little light thing she has on her chest also serves as a camera, which is pretty cool. Okay. I have my team.
My crew and I take downtime together. We're a team.
This is history too, these little moments between. Shots of this remnant tech, some narration, that completes an episode. Thanks for stopping.
Yeah, it's really cool. I love that detail of how of the camera. Oh yeah, there's. To find out who's been sabotaging everything and why. And I would stop to check memories, but I'm pretty sure I haven't unlocked any new ones. Also, I haven't said this yet, but thanks to Misbehave 8 for hosting me, because that means a lot, and you're an amazing person.
Negative match.
Not that guy.
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Sure you do, buddy. Sure you do. I should probably listen to what Sam said.
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people. Killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
We can't let you stay on board. There's no saying what else you're capable of.
Wait, you'd let me go?
If you call exile letting you go, sure. You leave and you don't come back.
I'll leave.
Now he gets to be with all the people that he loved. He loves. Okay, so is there anything else I need to do here? I don't believe so. What's the next thing I want to do? Oh. Let's talk with Dr. Adriana. Where am I going? Hi.
Pathfinder?
Why did you join the initiative?
The most popular question on the station. Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't reached out to me.
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've piloted for, she's the best. I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
How do you feel about all this, now that we're here?
Hopeful. I know, it's a rose-colored outlook, but someone's got to keep the positivity coming, right?
I like her. I can be that way too. I described as being stubbornly optimistic.
What about your family?
I'm an orphan. My parents died on the Mindoir colony when it was attacked years ago. No siblings.
Oh, wow.
I left some friends and distant relatives behind, but I have friends here too. I love piloting. But I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents did. Someday.
A Mindoir survivor.
Have to go now. See you later.
That reminds me
Be
of
careful out there.
Special side quest you get in Mass Effect 1. I definitely came the wrong way. I need to go this way. There are all the people. Omnigel. When in doubt, just slap some Omnigel on it. Hi, security guy. Let's go talk to people. Yeah, there's a special side quest you get in Mass Effect 1 only if you chose the colonist background, which is where your entire family is killed on Mindoir. And that little side quest is a big part of why I usually choose that background, because it's kind of heartbreaking. Also, this looks like so much better with people. Like there are people in it.
This is not what I signed up for. What a mess.
Okay, where exactly am I going?
We could be dead.
This way. Found the lab.
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves. Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
That could be a ship, or even turbulence in the Scourge we should know about.
Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend transferring the equations directly into SAM node. I have them on an optical storage disk for you.
I'll see if I have time.
Thank you, Pathfinder. Please thank Sam as well.
Wait, hold still. You say you want to talk to me, hold still. Stop. There we go.
Ah, Pathfinder, the information you gathered is marvelous. You and your Sam, of course.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Hirik. My colleagues and I work directly with Sam, refining your field scans into discoveries to benefit the initiative. Hopefully.
Can I help?
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Or lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Indeed. It's thanks to your sterling data gathering that we were able to wrangle this space from Addison.
Keep up the good work, champ.
That's wonderful.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Yes.
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Yes. It's another little side quest of, oh, hey, can you go do this thing for me?
These power outages.
What's the trouble?
I've got power shortages throughout the station. I can't for the life of me find the cause. Oh, whoa, you're the Pathfinder. Hey, sorry, please ignore me. You've got way more important things to do.
You're important. Let me help.
Power to the Nexus is pretty important. I'm happy to help.
That's great, because I'm at a loss. There are obvious short circuits cropping up all over the place. A Pathfinder's eye might reveal something.
There's a power short here. We could scan the area.
Let's figure out why things are breaking. I just had my controller buzz like there's something to scan, but I think it's, I need to go like inside here.
Wouldn't it be more practical to know these faults in the surface?
Nah, Rachni engineers mastered underground construction.
Oh.
These remnant fellows probably had the same idea.
I need to go downstairs for that one. This one's in here, though.
I'm Gian Garza, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the
Scan to assess the nature of the damage.
Welcome to the Cultural Exchange Center. Please have a look around. We're just getting things up and running.
We hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have
Where
arrived
is it?
from the Milky Way galaxy.
We can start building a bank of
Seriously, where is the thing I'm looking for?
It's that scourge I'm wondering about. Standard calling radiation.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit.
Ha!
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors.
I'm certain to assess the nature of the damage.
I did. Oh, they're not gonna let me vault over that. There we go. Figure out who exactly has been messing around with the Nexus's power before they take it all out and we all die. Because that would be bad. And then I'm gonna go plug that code in just to see what happens. Even though I know what happens. And it's not a fun time. Someone tries to kill my AI. Never mind, my AI is a big part of me and my brain.
I'm sorry.
An animal did this?
Affirmative. I am able to track it.
What's this other thing? I see another quest. I'm gonna deal with you right now. Up here.
Pathfinder, I believe you found the culprit responsible for the power shortages.
Ew.
Alert Professor Herrick to come secure it.
Ugh. It's like a giant spider. Yeah. Alright, I'll go talk to Tan now.
Fallout from the recent uprising.
Pretty. Oh hey, I think that part of that was Vold. Vold's not a fun place. Hello, wonderful lady.
Must be great to see all your hard work on display.
Cora!
Whole mood of the Nexus has changed since EOS. You really can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
I keep forgetting that Cora hangs out in here whenever we're on the thing.
Third time's a charm, if you happen to have a Pathfinder around.
Can't always rely on luck. From here, it's hard work. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track.
Yep. Also, this wonderful little secretly acquired blueprints of the SSV Normandy SR2. Nice
Guess
little.
This is your place now.
Nice little notice.
Everything we achieve will be seen here.
You've had a year to think about it.
It's the Scourge, Director Tan. Its origin defies all known explanation.
How? We brought all that equipment along.
And the Tempest's readings are helping, but we've just scratched the surface.
The history of the initiative cannot show that we were defeated by a space cloud.
Some things are bigger than we are.
I will not accept that excuse. This is science, and your merry band over there are scientists, aren't they? Figure it out.
Goodbye, Director.
You obviously don't understand how science works, my friend.
Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope. That things will get better. But until we find the other arcs, a cloud hangs over the initiative.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain. But tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
You're worried about what light we're being painted in? Dude, there's thousands of lives lost in space where half of the people here want to kill us. As far as you know, currently there are no friendly species. Why do you not care about them?
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
Bootlicker.
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
I think we already have, though physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the Initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
That would be awesome, being able to see more Drell, because most interaction we've had with them is Thane and Kolyat, his son, which I am still sad about Thane.
Sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the Initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Yeah, that wasn't
How did Gian Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership. When the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Gian Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Except she wasn't in stasis.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge.
Know that yet.
How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we called them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them.
She makes a really good
for the
dictator.
plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted,
last time you treated them
they
like
left.
That?
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
You're not helping.
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before.
It helps nothing. You're making it
We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
How did this all start?
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
I like that. As someone who's basically an entrepreneur, I like that. I like Gian Garson. I want to be her with minus the tragic ending.
Why do you think most people came?
That's what you get for working with shady people.
There are thousands of reasons. One for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them. The thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
Okay, anything else I want to talk to him about?
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
'Cause you're a jerk. Yeah, I'll figure
That's all.
Talk more later.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures depend on each other's success.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm leaving. Nope. Yeah, if you haven't noticed by now, jumping off of things is just so much more fun than, you know, walking. Because who needs the stairs when you have shins of steel? It's almost as entertaining as driving the Nomad off of things. I don't know why I was literally jumping off of some of those stairs. But yeah, I'm ready to get back to exploring planets and let's go investigate that mysterious signal. These coordinates that we've been given. I wonder what could possibly be there. It's actually the only species that's not trying to kill us. Time to get back to work. I'm actually looking forward to the part when we can go to Kadara and we get to meet Sloane, Kelly, and all the other exiles, and we get to meet a character that I'm rather fond of and that they plan on romancing this go through, which is Reyes Vidal. I forgive that, whatever accent that was.
Cora's looking for you.
Oh, I need to talk to Cora. Yeah, Peewee doesn't like my doctor. Suvi's happy that I have the same beliefs as she is. And someone needs my help. Okay. I'll get to that. Remind me, where's Cora again? Aha.
I'm planning evacuation drills too. We need to start running those.
Good idea. I know I'll need a refresh.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home. Bradley will have all the help he can take. They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
Cora is a bit of a romantic at heart, and it's sweet.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies. Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go. Why? The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
She said I should go. I don't know if it's a reference.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted. I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before.
You're part of my ship.
Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it. What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge? A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
More people need to... This is an important message that being different is okay. It is okay. That's part of being human, and I love Cora.
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that. Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be. This is about not taking over as Pathfinder? Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
None of this is fair. I didn't ask for this. I know you didn't ask for this, but I definitely
We've all had a lot of disappointments lately. You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
I love you, Cora. That's not where the door is. I'm directionally challenged. This is how you get out of Cora's room. I'll talk to more people later. I want to introduce you to the one species in Andromeda that...
Where's my data pad?
Doesn't try and kill me.
Under there.
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.
She's just such an adorable dork. I love her. I'm not planet scanning right now. This part's fun.
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
All stop now!
Oh, look. He wants... Oh, look, it's the bad guy.
Kett ships. A dozen. No, more.
It kind of looks like
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
We'll scan them back.
Where is the one who activated the remnant?
He looks like a capuchin monkey.
Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
I you're not intimidating.
You're the one in my way. Who are you?
Yes, let's...
They've lost navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
You can't take a ship full of people just because you feel like it. Who do you think you are?
Enough! Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Yeah. The greatness
I
that
have
is
plotted
me
a potential
kicking your
course through the
butt
scourge.
all the way back to wherever it is you came from. Bye-bye.
Report.
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
It's kind of like Kessel Run from Solo.
It will be tight.
Callow?
Ha!
Yes!
Goes about as good as he's in the same league as Joker. I'll give him that.
Nice work, kid.
Yeah, but who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
Creepy dark planet is creepy and dark. Thankfully, most of these people don't want to kill us.
We're being contacted.
We have to land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagalesto. Tov Jagalesto.
Yeah, translation technology takes a while sometimes.
Listen, sorry to just show up like this, but I swear, we're the galactic good guys.
Ethanola. Fahan and Gasadregara. Ethanola. They're forcing us to land.
Then we land.
Might not have been the best response, but I wasn't lying. Ooh.
Yes.
It's green.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
It is gorgeous. As much as I like parts of Carl, I think Aya's my favorite. Mostly because we don't get attacked by kett every 5 minutes on this planet.
You're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
Thanks, Liam. Thanks so much.
This is what it's all about, right? New worlds, new aliens. Wish me luck.
Don't shoot me. The last guy tried to kill me.
Thank you.
Translation technology can kick in any time now.
We are the Angara.
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey. Joel, I have this in hand.
Ephra saw the ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
He looks like a pink. He looks like a walking tongue.
She's a human from another galaxy.
I can't
a Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
Their eyes look like galaxies.
We didn't know what we'd find here, to be honest. But I'm open to sharing what we know, if you are.
Honest? Honesty would be a good start.
You're getting a little friendly there, buddy.
I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me.
They'll eventually like me. I think I'm still last playthrough.
Act with anyone. Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Ask you questions?
I suppose.
If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the Resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Kett and protect us.
Yeah, it's kind of like the army.
What's happening?
We have a visitor.
I detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
This isn't safe. It belongs in a containment cell.
Let Governor Shire handle this.
We don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Am I that intimidating?
Not super thrilled.
You're an outsider who invaded our home. We know nothing about you.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then keep moving.
I'm still moving. I'm still exactly forward and behind you.
Did it find us?
She, not it.
Thank you so much for realizing that I am a female.
Never thought I'd see
None of the local flora register in my data files. We've encountered an undiscovered ecosystem.
Your city is beautiful.
Thank you. You're the first outsider to see it.
I'm honored.
And they haven't shot me yet. That's always a good sign.
What happens if Ephra doesn't like me?
He won't. But you need to earn his trust.
He's responsible for everyone's safety. I know what that's like.
You're a leader.
Trying to be.
I got forced into it.
This is the Resistance headquarters. Ephra is waiting inside.
I'm not sure how I'm able to open any of these doors.
But this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak?
No. I'm telling you to be strong through your cunning and heart. Okay?
Joe's a good guy. He's a bit of a mess, but he's a good guy.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know.
Just their eyes
Our experience with the
so
kett makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
I get that.
We've had our own
I've
run-ins
met
with the
them.
cat.
I understand.
Then you really do understand. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing. Now, the kett mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the kett kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Fold. Ephra, this
Pretty
is one of the
impressive
aliens
face,
from
if
the
I do say so.
Way. A Pathfinder.
Their legs are weird.
Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
It wasn't meant that way. I have an ark full of desperate people counting on me to find them a home before they starve.
Of course, I feel for you and your people. So, Pathfinder,
Also, my
never
ship is
mind how you
damaged.
even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault.
But now the kett have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us, and you.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass.
Joel, you talk too much.
Let me assess this.
Dramatic
Alien,
flowing cape is
I'll
dramatic.
be your eyes. I know you can spare me.
Go if you want. But when she tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first.
I'm Jal Amaderav. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
Yep, this is the alien crewmate that you get. Let's be professional this time.
Thank you for trusting me.
I don't. But I can always kill you in your sleep.
Good to know.
That's so charming. Alright, so it's about 5 o'clock. I have to head out somewhere, so I think I'm going to stop here. It was great having you guys.
I've organized my analysis of Aya. Shall I relay it to the Nexus?
Definitely.
So, when we get back next time, we will begin the journey to rescue the Moshai so we can access the vault. And we go on from there. And maybe see if I can get these people to like me. So yeah, thanks for hanging around, and I will see you next time. Wrong button.